Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of JoJo no Kimyou no Bouken Ougon no Kaze, or you could call it JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5, Golden Wind, which is on episode 18. Now, I know my lips look a little weird. I just ate something recently, a couple minutes ago, so that's why it looks like it's a little bit weird. Might have been from certain colorings, but yeah, aside from that, this episode right here looks pretty cool. Like, due to the schedule, I couldn't make the recap on time anyway, so yeah, that's the reason why it's late. So if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that that Babyface is getting his butt handed by Giorno, and it looked like he had an advantage because he landed a slash across Giorno's chest, diagonally that is. But unfortunately, thanks to Giorno's Giorno's abilities, etc., and having to like master them to a certain extent, he was able to defeat Babyface, blow him up using a motorcycle, etc. While one of the hitman of like of whatchamacallit, the Passione is actually trying to locate where Giorno and Bucciarati is at. And unfortunately, Babyface is dead, and Melone, the guy who's the Babyface stand user, he apparently was trying to talk to Babyface, but he was defeated. And as for the guy that's part of the Hitman Squad, blue hair guy, we see to it that he's really upset that he can't find him, but Melone says, "Don't worry, I still have some of Bucciarati's blood. I should be able to find him, no problem." And he was gonna go to some kind of lady to like make another baby, you know, which is very, very disturbing. But unfortunately, a snake that was made by Giorno of the remains of Babyface comes in and ends up biting and killing Melone by biting him on the tongue, and he ends up dying out. And of course, that allows Giorno and the others to actually run off. As for the blue hair guy, he's really upset to see to it that they lost him, knowing that Melone is dead. But unfortunately, one of the leader of the Hitman Squad of Passione, he ends up having to like send message to the blue hair guy information of where Giorno and the others are at. Unfortunately, at the beginning of the episode, somewhere around there, he was interrogating or forcing a guy to like look up something or give out certain information that will allow them to like find Trisha and maybe other people. And of course, we also get to see to it that we get to see this guy's abilities. The leader of the Hitman Squad, somehow he's able to like make things appear on someone. Like he was making a Passione member like have his hand like nailed in or his right eye cut out, you know, etc. And eventually we see to it that things kind of gotten really hectic from there on out. Eventually we see to it that there was one cutscene where Bucciarati gets a new order from the boss, etc. And I want you to have Abakio use Moody Jazz to like near the chair and rewind 14 hours. And we get to know what happened 14 hours ago. Like I forgot his name or something, but all I know is like Pericolo, yeah, Pericolo or something. He ends up having to send a message to Bucciarati saying, "We'll give you the final orders where to deliver Trisha, etc." You know, and we're doing this because we don't want any information leaks, etc., and to have them leaked out. But once you get to Safety Venice, go to the sculpture here and retrieve the OA disc that's inside, and there it will tell you it will contain data on how you're going to hand Trisha over, etc. And he burns the photo. This is Moody Jazz's abilities playing what happened many hours ago, etc. And we get to know that like that Pericolo wants to make sure that the only important thing is to make sure Trish is safe at her father, and we cannot leave any evidence. And it shows that Pericolo actually killed himself because he is not going to allow any information like leaked out, and he's gonna like make sure no one gets any information out of him. But he also says, "It's all thanks to the boss I was able to live a very wealthy, blessed, and fulfilling life, and because of that, it's been a fun ride." And therefore his mission's over, and that was his last last job, sending that message to Bucciarati how to where to go and how to hand Trish over, and he smiles that you guys stay safe, etc. And therefore, we get to see another scene where I believe that must be the boss of Passione, where he says they should receive the order by now. Hopefully, they will deliver my daughter to me safe and sound. And we get to see to it that I think this is the boss. Well, it is the boss because he says they just need to obtain the disc, or getting to me is going to prove rather difficult, because the most important thing is what awaits at the end, bringing my daughter here. That's all, etc. And we see to it that Giorno and Mista would keep guard while whatchamacallit, I think Fugo decides to go back in the turtle with Bucciarati, Abbacchio, and Narancia, but unfortunately it's not there due to the fact that when Mr. and Giorno were talking about going to a certain station, they were actually ambushed by a bunch of Celsius ice, and it's the blue hair guy, unfortunately. You know, the blue hair guy with the freaking crazy temper about cheapskates and money problems, you know. He somehow managed to catch up to Giorno and Mista, and he's using his ice stand ability powers to freeze up the car. But they managed to save each other last minute by allowing Giorno to give out some heat to Mista, and later on Mista managed to shoot a couple bullets in here and there, and he managed to grow out some roots on the blue hair guy's ice stand abilities, and we see to it that they knocked him off at least, but he's somehow able to catch up while Mr. is trying to shoot the guy with everything he's got, etc. It's not like it's going well for them at all. They're still being chased down by that blue guy, and Giorno on the other hand decides, we made it to Venice knowing that he's on our car, I'm going to do something crazy and drive into the canal. Which I go okay, and the episode ends up with Mr. and Giorno along with that freaking ice stand user whatsoever go into the canal, and then freaking Mr. could only scream in total horror of what Giorno is doing, etc. And ends off there. So without a lot of detail, in case if you guys get very confused, etc., what happened in here is pretty much how am I supposed to say it? Giorno defeats Babyface, and Giorno used a part of Babyface's living body, go back to Milone, kill him, and we see to it that Milone is killed, while the ice stand user guy, he gets upset about this, but thanks to his leader of the hitman squad, of the assassin squad, they manage to locate Giorno and where they're going, etc. And as for Trish's father, we get to see him cloaked up, and we don't get to see his real face, etc. But aside from that, while Giorno and Mista are driving up to Venice, they are ambushed by the ice stand user guy. You know, somehow, yeah. In description of his ice standing abilities, he's able to freeze a lot of temperatures, and he can also skate with them in a certain way. If you guys read the manga or watched the episode, you'll get the idea. Sorry if I kind of left out some vague details here and there. Just a little tired, just want to make a quick recap, even though it's a little bit vague, but yeah. Go watch the episode yourself if you don't understand what I'm trying to say, but aside from that, that's about it, people. I will see you guys in my next video. I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, right? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot.